any really male celebrity doing the song.
Hear that, Joe? That's good.
That is good. But I think I have a little demo
one
time
more,
again.
please.
Again, it's all about the midsection and really utilising the full beat of the music. So he had this moment there where he went, and 1, A2, and 2, A2, and 3. You don't normally see this settling and this contraction and this rotational section throughout the hip. Do you want to see it again?
Go on, yes, please. We all want to see it again. Okay.
2, A2.
It's almost like a ripple and a rotate and a... and that's...
And there's an amazing rotation through the hip, which you never ever seen. I think that was amazing.
Can I just say good luck at the wedding? She's getting married. Gorgeous. So exciting. Now, the Strictly playlist is endless, but we don't just pop it on shuffle. Oh no, our songs are carefully selected to bring sweet music to your ears. So without further ado, it's time for Tunes on Tuesday. Yes, it's one of my favourites. It's semi-final time, and I reckon this next song is going to get us right in the mood. Here we go.
I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters, released in 1984. It just missed out on the top 10, but has since become a club classic. Now, if like 3/4 of the population, you don't feel like you're getting enough excitement in your life, here are some top tips on how to boost those excitement levels. Number 1, get out of bed right away. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, smile more. Number 4, find wonder in the most simple things. Oh, it's all so exciting, we can't contain ourselves any longer. Who's going to be dancing to this? You're right there, Gorks. Here we go. Doing a jive. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. They'll be doing a jive. Give it up for Gorka and Alexandra. Say you too, they love. Okay, right, here we go. What's next? It's a classic. It's Have You Met Miss Jones, originally recorded in 1937. This classic has been sung by Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald and Tony Bennett, to name but a few. But it's the Robbie Williams version we're interested in, as featured on the soundtrack to Bridget Jones's Diary. Thanks to that very film, sales of granny knickers went through the roof. So who will be hoping to charm the pants off the judges with this? Oh, look at them. It's a beautiful thing. Let's find out. Thank you, Legs. Hey, see, the clue was in the title along. It's Joe and Katya Jones. They'll be dancing in American Smooth. Natalie and Gorka. Beautiful work. Time for just one last song. Here we go. Yes! Finally, a CeCe Peniston song. This was released in 1991 when it reached #1 in the Billboard charts. CeCe penned this song in college. She wasn't dating much. She tried to imagine what her future man might look like when she finally met him. Well, it worked. A treat, because not long after that, she got a man. There's hope, people. There is hope. Who will be hoping to strike gold with this on Saturday? Let's see. Dancing to this epic track. Which dance?
Salsa!
Woo! Goody! We can't wait. I don't know if this is a salsa, but anyway. To find out the rest of the songs, head to the Strictly website. Now, enough of the semi-final nonsense. We've got bigger fish to fry. It's time for the Pro Challenge.
This year's Strictly Pro Challenge is heading back in time to the Roaring '20s, where our pros will attempt to set a Guinness World Records title for the most Charleston swivel steps in 30 seconds. In order for the swivel step to qualify, our pros will have to complete one forward and one backward step. If there's no swivel in the feet and ankles, the step will be disqualified. This year's challenge will be the hardest our pros have ever faced, but only one person can claim the title. It's the Strictly Pro Challenge 2017.
Thank you, Mr. Waite. Time to welcome our next contender. He hails all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand, where at age 6 he took his first dance steps. Years later, he would win the first ever series of Strictly Come Dancing. Give it up for the legend, Brendan Cole! Here he comes! Woohoo! Ah! Beautifully done, sir!
Thank you so much.
Oh, 15 series of Strictly. That's a lot of swivels. Surely your entire career has been about this moment, Brendan. Yes, I can tell that was
Yes,
a yes.
it has. Listen, I'm always one to sort of go,
Yeah.
listen, it doesn't really matter, this pro challenge. Deep down, it does matter a little bit, but I'm not very good. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm better than those youngsters. I go for quality, not quantity.
Okay, I like that in a man. If you don't mind me saying, you are a veteran amongst pros. Do the youngsters give you the respect that you deserve, Brendan?
On this show, you must be joking. Well, I have a great relationship with everybody on the show, and it's we have. Listen, the pros on the show, we all love each other and we all help each other out a lot. But when it comes to the pro challenge, the elbows are out. Have you seen Katya lately? She is walking around with a look on her face. What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do?
I know. She is top of the leaderboard at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Stand up the top. What are you hoping for, Brendan?
I'm kind of hoping I'm going to be at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either place.
I don't believe in trying to beat Katya because she might kill me.
She may well do.
She may well do. So I'm thinking I didn't do particularly well. I muffled it in the middle of it. I went a little bit.
Shall we see?
I went on a. Shall we have a look?
I want to see.
All right.
Let's see how Brendan.
This is my not interested look. My tactic is to use these bandy little legs and go a little bit faster than everybody else. And who knows? I might have the goods on these youngsters.
There he is. Hello, Brendan, and welcome to this year's Strictly Pro Challenge.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
All right.
Yeah. Now, just because you're one of the more mature pros, we think that you could still do this.
What do you mean we still think you can?
We still, I'm talking
We
collectively.
think we could still do this. I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this my absolute best, Ian. Don't you worry.
Please take your position on the dance floor.
You lot, get ready.
Can't wait.
Okay. For your official attempt, beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Brendan, keep going.
It's good.
Come on, push it. Keep the swivel.
Hang on.
Keep it.
15 seconds.
Shut up. Not you personally, but you know, like,
Keep it,
is that
keep
all?
it going.
Keep swivel.
Come on, keep the swivel.
5,
Keep breathing.
4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
I'm too old for this. What happened there?
Well, I don't know. It was quite
fell off.
spectacular, that ending.
I'd quite like another crack at that, but we only get one chance, and that's a life lesson.
That's it.
Sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes.
Thank you so much for joining
Well
in
done.
and participating.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thanks,
Well
gang.
done.
Well done, Brendan.
Well done.
Today I put my Lucky Charleston shoes on, and quite frankly, they're going in the bin.
That did make me laugh a lot. That made me
In
laugh
the
a
words
lot.
of Eminem, you only get one chance. Do not miss your chance. I tell you, it's.
Did the cane help at all? I mean, I like the look.
It made me look much better. Listen, it was pretty atrocious. I know, and I did stumble in the middle there. That was funny.
It was very, very funny. Have you really thrown away your Lucky Charleston shoes? Because I'd have given you a good price for those.
That's a shame because they're gone.
They're gone. They are gone.
They're in the bin.
Okay,
Definitely.
here we go. I'm legally required to inform you, Brendan, that after each of the professionals had made their attempt, the footage was watched back by adjudicators in slow motion to verify every single swivel to make sure they were all accurate. You finished a little more horizontal than maybe you'd liked. Do you think you underestimated the challenge, Brendan?
I did. I didn't practice. I didn't go into it with a steely determination to win. It's the taking part that counts, children.
Exactly. I can't keep you in suspense any longer, Brendan.
Do I lean
Cole.
forward?
Yes,
Hang on.
in 30 seconds, you completed. Yes, I won! Of course, there were some disqualifications. You had 14 illegal steps, giving you a total of 7. You did say you wanted to be top or bottom of the leaderboard. Look, you got your wish. It came true. I want to recap. Brendan Cole, everyone.
Thank you.
And now for something completely different. When you think of computer game duos, some legendary partnerships spring to mind. Mario and Luigi, Sonic and Tails, Chloe and Neil.
Neil and I have come along to a motion capture studio where they create animations for video games.
I've always wanted to be in a video game. Maybe I could be a warrior or a superhero.
Okay, Neil, we're on Strictly. We're going to be dancing, of course.
Yeah, but maybe we could be like dancing superheroes.
Whatever. Come on, let's go.
All right. In fact, we're going to be starring in a dancing game.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello.
And Nick here is going to be showing us the ropes.
So what I need you to do first is Nick, go and get suited up. When you get back, I'll explain everything that we're going to do.
I feel like a superhero.
You look like Ping Pong Boy.
Oh, that's me. All right, up to you. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Why have I got so many ping pong balls all over me?
There's 62 cameras in this theatre and all calibrated and working as one, and they track the markers on your bodies so we can capture the animation.
Well, I was expecting a green screen, so how does this work?
We don't do green screen stuff anymore. That was way back.
So
It's
last
all,
year.
Last decade. It's all 2017, amazing computer technology tracking you using the markers.
So what's next? What do we need to do?
Well, why don't you do some practice moves to see if the calibration's working good, and then we'll get doing the dancing.
I can do that. I can do that. Let's go, Chloe.
Definitely. Do that one.
Moonwalk, moonwalk. Moonwalking all day around you, girl. So, Nick, is this what you're looking for, this type of thing?
Well, I was kind of looking for the Viennese waltz.
Okay, here we go, Chloe, let's do it.
Awesome, looks great, thank you.
With the filming complete, it's over to Nick and his team to work their magic and put us into the game.
So once we've got the footage from the motion capture studio, it comes back and we can start looking at it in the computer. So what we can see here is the skeletons dancing around the floor. In the game, you have to wrap the skin around the skeleton of Neil and Chloe. Next stage is we start to add finer details. We have to tailor the facial expressions to the dance. So, for example, if it was a tango, it would be very serious, whereas for the Viennese waltz, it's much happier and smiling. The last stage is to put a bit of colour into the characters. And at this point, it really starts to feel like the characters are coming to life.
So there you have it. That's how the magic happens and how you transform us dancing into a video game.
Chloe and Neil, that's amazing. Time to welcome my final guests. They survived their second dance-off to earn a place in the semi-final with a Charleston that was simply...
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hey, he's almost got it! It's Alexandra and Gorka.
Practically perfect in every possible way. Well done.
The amount of detail you gave us, I mean, it didn't stop. You didn't even take a breath.
You had better swivel than Gorka in that, actually. I absolutely loved it. Brilliant.
Alexandra and Gorka! Amazing stuff. I think Bruno put it perfectly when he said your Charleston was the showstopper that everyone was waiting for. It was awesome. How much fun did you have?
Oh, I had so much fun. I think that for me, because the Charleston is the one dance where I was always saying to Gorka, let's do the Charleston. If we do, it has to be so energetic. Yeah. And I'm always quite hyper. So that's the one where I was like, give me every trick in the world. Let's see if I can do it. And it was so much fun.
It was
I loved it.
Brilliant. Trying to
it.
reenact those moves at home with Manelli was
they're
messy. So there you are, joint top of the leaderboard, and then you go into the bottom two. Now, last week you said it was a shock. It wasn't a shock, you were kind of expecting it. This week, though, I could actually sort of almost feel the pain on your little face when it happened.
It's a scary place to be. It's a scary place to be, and I think at this point in the show as well, everybody wants to make it that next step, and I was really frightened. I was really frightened, and so like, you know, when you feel like you've just kind of not done your partner proud, and that's what I felt like. And I always want to do Gorka proud, and I just felt like we had such a great week, such a great performance. We felt like we did. Got great, you know, encouraging comments, and it just, you know, that
it's
bit is
a real
scary
tough
place.
one. It is a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, Gorka, for you, how, you know, when she's done such an amazing performance, got great comments from the judges, when you're told you're in the bottom two, how do you pick Alexandra up and get her to go out there and
I don't know, I think she's the one who picks me up because she's such a strong woman that I was like, okay, whatever. But she was very positive and like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And the good thing is like we both love the dance, so we wanted to enjoy it. And we just take the positive side and we said, let's do it again and have fun, because we did have fun when we did the number. So yeah, she's very positive, very strong, so it's very good.
I mean, the judges were in disbelief when that happens as well. Why do people not vote? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you just can't take that moment for granted when we were at the top of the leaderboard. It's such a blessing to be at that point. But maybe, you know, people think that you're safe and that's why they don't vote. And I've always said it, I can't stress enough, like, the votes really do matter. It really does matter, no matter where you are on the leaderboard. You know, we have to encourage people to hopefully vote.
My friends want to vote, but they live in Spain.
I know. Fly them over, Gorka. It'll be worth it as well. Also, you did say that you've been treated for an injury as well. Yeah, tell us about that.
So basically, just before we went on for the actual show, I injured my leg, my left hip. So I was actually in excruciating pain during the dance, and then in the dance off as well. I just thought to myself, I need to just go for it, no matter what pain it was.
Amazing. So. You're amazing. You're a powerhouse. You are a powerhouse. Thank you. Like a pro dancer. Craig actually said that your swivel was better than Gorka's. That shows how good a teacher he is.
He's a great teacher.
Gone over it.
He's better than his too.
He's saying something. You could have done the pro challenge. Were you swiveling in your sleep?
I mean, yes, to be honest with you, I think I was overthinking everything that week because I wanted to just go out there and have the best time. And the Charleston, I'm sorry, but if anybody in life gets a chance to even practice the Charleston, it's the most happiest dance you'll ever do because you get to just go into a little world of your own, and it's so much fun.
Oh, the audience, there's someone doing it in the audience tonight.
Yeah.
Very good swivel, actually, in our audience.
Better than me too.
Darcy compared you to a pro. When you're hearing that from a prima ballerina, that's got to be good.
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, I'm just having the best experience and an amazing journey with Gorka, and I'm loving every single moment of it, and I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And you know, it's beyond what I thought it would be. Yeah. It's even better than what I thought this experience would be. So
we might take the comments and come back next year. I'm a celebrity
yes, why not?
and do the
Exactly.
pro.
Stop it.
It's the semi-final. Two dances. Yes. Oh, my goodness. One of them we know, salsa to Cece Pennison. I know you love a party dance. Alexandra, how excited are you about this?
I am so excited. I mean, I've been waiting to... I know I said this about all the dances, but salsa, because it's Gorka. He's the king of salsa, right? So I'm that... I am just so excited to do a salsa with this amazing man right here. I can't wait. Can't wait.
So salsa, and what is the other dance, Gorka, por favor?
We are doing the Viennese Waltz.
How does this one compare? I mean, it's very different.
Well, the whole is similar, which is one thing that we have already, and also it's kind of same rhythm, but it's quite fast than a normal English waltz. So this one is going to be faster, but the song is very beautiful song, like classic song and romantic song. So it's going to be it's good that we are doing the Viennese Waltz and the salsa, because we're going to show in the semi-final the two different sides of Alexandra, being like strong, crazy and fun and sexy with the classic, elegant, sophisticated woman.
I love that he recognises you have those two sides. It's good.
More than two.
How is, she has got. Do you get to be a bit of the beast coming out on the salsa?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just going to literally be, I think for me, all bars down. Let's go for it. I'm just going to go for gold in this one.
Do it.
Right?
Do
We
it.
have to.
Yes,
King
you
of
do.
salsa, and I'm just trying to keep up.
I know. Or he's trying to keep up with you, probably, at the end of this. How do you train for two? How do you approach this week? What is the game plan?
I think the most important thing is planify the day in two parts, so then she doesn't get confused. I don't want to mix like dances during the day, so we will do maybe like half day one routine, half day the other routine, so make it easier for her.
I know.
It's intense. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared.
Okay.
I want to have fun, but I am definitely scared about this week because it's a lot to take on. It's not like we know a dance already.
Yeah.
Like the week of the Pasadobathon, we knew what we were doing in one dance, but this week scares me, I'm not going to lie.
Hold
but I'm
tight,
up for the challenge.
I say. Good luck with the hip as
Yeah,
well.
thank you, babe.
We love you. You're a
Thank you,
powerhouse.
love you
Go
more.
on, Alexandra
Thank
and
you.
Gorka.
Thank
That is all we have time for tonight. Joining me tomorrow at 6:30, I'll be joined by Molly and AJ. Ian Waite warms us up, and the wonderful Strictly singers pop in for a chat. Plus, Mr. Neil Jones takes on the Pro Challenge. Until then, good night.